everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a couple minutes and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make slow cooker chicken cacciatore. Now this is a great time of year to pull out your slow cooker. It's late October, the weather's turning cooler, and that's the time of year when the slow cooker is really fun to use because you throw all the ingredients in the morning and you come home and your house is filled with a delicious savory smell, and as a bonus you have a delicious home-cooked meal waiting for you. This recipe is very versatile and very basic. I'm showing you a very simplistic version of it where you literally can throw everything in and have a delicious meal when you get home. I have chicken breast and some chicken thighs. These are boneless and skinless. You can use the stuff with the skin. The only thing I'd recommend doing differently is maybe saute the skin to crisp it up for a few minutes in olive oil before you throw it in the slow cooker. Of course, we have some onions, some red peppers, some garlic. We're going to make it, like I said, very easy. We're just throwing in a couple cans of store-bought spaghetti sauce. I got a little bit of red wine. I got some stewed tomatoes. Some mushrooms we're going to throw in the last part of the cook. And then some Italian seasonings, oregano and basil. I mean, really simple, yet very delicious. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to make this recipe step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so the hardest part of this recipe is just basically preparing all the ingredients. So I have my chicken here, I have one onion that I diced up, a couple red peppers, a couple green peppers, I have some oregano, some basil, a quarter cup of red wine, around 4 or 5 garlic cloves. I got a can of tomato, basil, and garlic spaghetti sauce. You can use whatever spaghetti sauce you like. I got a can of stewed tomatoes, Italian style. And then I also have 1 can of tomato paste just to make sure the sauce is nice and thick. So this is how I do it. I'm going to first put the onions on the bottom of the slow cooker. They're going to be like our base here. Okay. Next we're going to put the chicken. Oops. We're going to layer these right on top of the onion pieces. You see these are pretty big pieces of chicken breast, and then here are the chicken thighs. Just lace them all on top. There we go. Next I'm going to add a full can of spaghetti sauce. We're going to pour that on top of the chicken. Try to get all the chicken covered. This is going to help cook it, and we don't want the chicken to dry out, so try to cover all the chicken. Now I'm like more than doubling this recipe just because I have a huge 7-quart slow cooker, and this is a great dish to have leftovers. But the measurements that I'll leave down in the video description will just be the standard measurements, and you can go up or down based on what you like here. Okay, so we'll put the garlic next on top. Big chunks of fresh garlic. All right. We're going to put the basil, 1 teaspoon of basil. I got 1 teaspoon of oregano, and we're just going to start with a teaspoon. We can always add more later, okay? Now I'm going to do the quarter cup of red wine. We're going to put on top. This really gives it a nice rich flavor. All right. Let me put the can of tomato paste. Alright, then we're going to add, well, let me put the peppers on next. We'll put the green pepper and then the red peppers. This is already starting to come together. And then last but not least, I'm going to put 1 can of the stewed tomatoes. I got an extra can just in case, but we can add more or less down the line. There we go. You don't have to use stewed tomatoes too. You can use the petite diced tomatoes. So that's about it. The only other thing I'm going to do real quick is just add a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm going to put the cover on it. And now I'm going to set it on low. And we're going to let this go all day. So we're probably looking anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. If you're pushed for time, put it on high for the first 2 or 3 hours and then kick it down to low. We just want to make sure the chicken is cooked completely. So that's it. Look how simple that is. I'm going to clean up the kitchen here, get it all ready to go, and we'll be back in a few hours to check out and see how it's doing. See you in a little bit. All right, beverage review time. This time I'm trying something special from the Stone Brewery. The Uncanning Anniversary. I guess they don't serve this in cans. That's why it's uncanny. They're 23 years old, and this is their anniversary double IPA. 23 years in the making. 8.5% alcohol, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. They're a local brewery here, Southern California. Here's my daughter, Ava Grace.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
She's doing the review with me today because Kyle is a little sick and under the weather, and he's having soup instead of sodas this week. And my daughter here, she's going to try Naked juice. Well, actually, it's called Half Naked because it's 50% lower sugar, and it's watermelon with passion fruit.
Yeah, that's what you got.
All right. We got it. You got it at Target?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this whip. Excuse me. Just get the bottle opener. Let's pour some for you.
Not really on the
Now, what kind of cup is that you got?
Love Bug.
Love Bug. It's got a little love bug on it. You like that?
Yeah, you're a little Smo'King, aren't you?
Yeah. All right. We'll give you a little bit of the juice. This is watermelon with passion fruit. That sounds kind of good, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Really good, Daddy Dad. We're Daddy Dad.
I'm a daddy dad?
Yep.
All right. And now for me, my 23rd anniversary Stone Double IPA. Let's take a look.
Whoa, it looks yellow.
Yeah, it's a little dark. You're in a good mood today, Ava Grace.
I haven't did drink reviews in a long time.
Yeah, you haven't done a drink review in a long time. Usually it's Kyle, but I'm glad you're able to do one today with me.
Yeah, lots of times Kyle does it, but now I do it.
Yeah.
I do
Okay,
lots of
we
times.
got to do a cheers first. You know how to do a cheers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's each take a sip and then look at the camera, straight ahead there, and then tell them what you think, okay?
Okay.
Okay, take a sip and tell them what you think. What do you think?
It's a good watermelon flavor that I think it's really good.
It's a good watermelon flavor?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This right here. Ooh, there's a lot going on. A lot of hops. I went online to look. They use 9 different types of hops in this one beer, and I can tell it's very hoppy.
I get to drink
Ooh,
this.
it's strong.
Nope.
It's one of those here, first beer of the day. I'm going to have to drink it a little bit before I get used to it. It has a good flavor. Like I said, there's a lot going on, but it's very hoppy.
The cool type of watermelon, this one is in there.
What's that? Look
It's
at
like-
the camera and tell
yeah.
people. What'd you say?
There's like cool watermelon that has lots of passion fruit in it.
Yeah, cool watermelon
It's like-
and lots
it's
of
like-
passion
it's
fruit.
like really good and cool, and I like it.
All right. Well, cheers, Ava Grace. Thank you so much for helping Daddy out with his Smo'King barbecue tips and recipes video.
And we'll see you in another drink review.
Wait, but first you got to show him on Daddy's shirt.
Smo'King barbecue tips and recipes.
She always loves to read it out with her fingers when I put the shirt on. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Say goodbye to everyone. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
We'll be back in a little bit, guys. Check this out. All right, it's been around 4 hours on low. Let's take a look at it. I haven't opened it up and looked at it since I put everything in there. Oh, you can see it's simmering nicely. You could definitely see that the green peppers and the red peppers are definitely softened. Just going to give this a good stir. It smells wonderful. It's coming out nicely. Let me see if I can fish out one of these chicken pieces and see how they're looking. Alright. Okay, here's one of the chicken thighs. They're still holding together. They look like they're pretty much cooked. Let me pull one of these big breast pieces that I have on the bottom here. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking perfect. Okay, you know what? I'm going to turn it on high now, let it heat up for around 10 minutes, and then we're going to add the mushrooms. I wanted to wait till the end because I didn't want the mushrooms to completely overcook and kind of shrink to where they're not very flavorful and they're too overdone. So I'm going to click this on high, get it warm up to a nice simmer, and we'll add the mushrooms. We'll be back in a little bit. Alright, it's been around 15 minutes. Now it's nice and bubbling. So now I'm going to add, I got 2 packages of mushrooms. I'm going to stir in here. Like I said, I waited to stir these in now because cooking for like 5-6 hours are typically going to turn them to mush. I'm just going to stir this real good. Now if you want to, you can pull the chicken out and cut it into smaller pieces. You can let it cook longer and shred it if you like it served that way. I mean, it's pretty versatile. Looks like the chicken's just about done. But I'm just going to stick these mushrooms in, get them simmering. And yeah, we should be done in around an hour or so. So there you go. We'll be back in a little bit. Check it out down the line. See you guys in a little bit. Alright, let's check the status of this. Man, it's looking good. Now, if you want to thicken up the sauce, you can put a little cornstarch with some water. Mix it up together and add a little bit. You know what? This looks fine to me. The chicken's starting to break up a little bit, which is fine. It's going to be nice and tender. You know what? I think I'm going to... This is a good time to kind of try the sauce. And if that, you know, if you need to add salt, pepper, garlic, rosemary, basil, whatever it is, this is the time to do it. While we let it cook just for a little bit more. So I'm going to try it right here. Let's see. Oh wow, that's good flavor. I did add a little salt and pepper earlier. Man, it is really good. The green peppers and red peppers are cooked perfectly. They're not too mushy. They're nice. They still got a little crisp to them. And the mushrooms, of course. Yeah, this is good. All right, we're going to be cooking up some angel hair pasta that we're going to serve this on. We'll be back in a second. Alright, here we are. We're ready to serve this up. We got some angel hair pasta here. And now we're going to set up a plate. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Man, looks delicious.
It smells delicious.
Yeah, it looks delicious and it smells delicious.
Alright.
And like I said, take a sample and add any kind of spices that you would like.
So we'll,
Yeah, it's kind of flaking apart, but you know what?
we'll put a little bit of chicken.
That's fine.
And a little chicken on there. A lot of chicken.
There you go.
Okay.
And we gotta get some of that sauce with those peppers.
That smells good. Alright, so let's get some good stuff now.
Here, get some peppers and mushrooms.
Get a little bit more of the peppers and stuff. Hang on.
Oh, that looks good. Man, it smells.
Now I'm just going to get a little bit of like some of the sauce.
Yeah, a little bit of the sauce.
Just drizzle it over it. Sorry, I'm a lefty, so I'm
That's
kind
all right. Go
of
ahead.
blocking the view here. There we go. So I think we're going to add just a little bit of grated or shaved Parmesan or
Oh yeah, look at
shredded.
that.
That's what it is.
Fresh
Alright.
Parmesan cheese. Oh
Yeah,
man.
it's fresh shredded. All right.
So there you go, guys. We're gonna come sample this in just a second. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm with my wife Monica
Hey,
here.
guys.
She served this up. Man, this looks good.
It looks delicious and it smells.
It smells great too.
It smells good.
All right, well, let's try some.
Well, thank you.
You're
Well, I shouldn't
welcome.
say that. I haven't tasted it yet.
Well, we tasted the sauce, and the sauce
It's an A
tasted
for
pretty
effort
good.
so far.
Ooh. Got a little too much pasta on there. Mmm.
Mm-hmm.
Those peppers are cooked just right, aren't they?
Oh, that's really good.
Wow.
Wow, that is good.
Yeah, that's like restaurant quality food for sure. Mmm.
It's got a lot of flavor.
Wow. Yeah, that's good. And you know, you can improvise, add different spices, whatever you like, but I think this basic recipe, that's the way I made it here, is a very good foundation. Man, the mushrooms, the onions, the peppers, definitely need to add basil and oregano.
Yeah,
It definitely kicks it to the next level.
it's really good. And I like that blend anyways with onions and bell peppers and mushrooms. Those just are
Yeah,
perfect.
and just pick a high quality
Compliment.
spaghetti sauce. If you're going to use a jar like I did, don't pick some cheap stuff. Get something that's a little bit thick, has some different flavors. And I also think the quarter cup of the wine
I can taste a little bit of that.
kind of gives it that, I don't know, that savory flavor that you don't get if you don't add that.
It's more hearty. Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's very good.
Okay, I'll have another bite. I didn't want to like eat the whole meal on video.
No, it's
But
good.
it is really good.
It's very good. And yeah, we're going to save some of this obviously for tomorrow. It freezes very well. Wow. As always, guys, I really appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, hit the like button. Please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And if you click the white box above, that's to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. Check that out as well. And we'll see you next time. I appreciate all the support. Thanks again.
Thank you guys. Bye.
This is good.
Was another winner.
Yeah, it really is. Whoops. That tastes just like in a restaurant, I think.